Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Time Brew. Today I'm making Aussie Smash, yes, with all Australian ingredients made in Australia. Simple there, very good. Okay, let's go. So we have usual amount of water. I think I start with 35 litres. I end up with 27. After that, after I boil some off and absorb some in the grains, and there I am with my wireless temperature thing, watching the temperature come up. Okay, so getting in the spirit of things here with a couple of Vegemite Toasties, just to make sure I meet my government mandated level of Vegemite intake every time. So there's some Toasties, yummy yum, and hopefully that means the temperature on the water has come up to about 65 degrees. I think I'm mashing this one out. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, this is Cooper's Schooner Malt, which is apparently an Australian style that's quite similar to Maris Otter. So I'm going to just put that one in there. Oh, do you know what Smash is? Did I mention that? I think it's an anagram. It stands for single malt and single hop. So Schooner Malt is a base malt, and that's the only thing that's going into this. And I'm aiming for a gravity of about 1.045, so just however much I need for that. And that is going to mash for an hour. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to go in there. This is my temperature probe again. Now that I've got this wireless barbecue thermometer, I can keep track of it all, and there we go. What's that say? 65, 66, so that's probably 67 because it's a little bit low. Okay, going back in time here to a couple of days ago, where I'm going to the old drive-through bottle-o, and this nice man's giving me a 6-pack of Cooper's Pale. Why is that? Well, it's because there is yeast in this that I can use, and it's Australian, and it's local as well, so there we go. That's the pail with the yeast, and I carefully pour into my glass here so as not to upset the last little bit at the bottom. So I've got a whole 6-pack of those to get through by the end of the day, so I can start resurrecting. What do you call that anyway? Regenerating, resurrecting, reculturing the yeast? I don't know. Anyway, 1 hour is up, so we are done with the mash. So the bag's coming out of the old urn here. Up she comes, and just put my little doodad underneath the thingo and put the temperature on to start bringing it up to boil. And while that's going on, I guess I'll give it a bit of a squeeze the bag, and in goes the goodness that came out. And there's the old donut in the background having a bit of a scoop of some water. So I'll get going with the carefully, if you can, with the affectionate Doberman near poured yeast. So I'm just pouring all but the last centimetre out in order to get the yeast there. So it's boiling, and I'm gonna I guess I'm chopping up the garden here, but anyway, the point there was that I didn't put any hops in. These are my Glaxy hops. Glaxy, I've heard, another Australian ingredient by the way, has quite a harsh bitterness if you put it in for the full 60 minutes. So instead I'm waiting half an hour, and I've got 2 lots here of 20 grams. So half an hour into the boil, I'm getting my bitterness from that. So I don't really know what I'm going to end up with. 15 minutes to go, and goes the well flock and the yeast nutrient. I'm hoping for around 25 to 30 IBUs. So there we go. Just that's boil's done. Thingy off. 5 minutes later, in go the last 20 grams. That's about what, 2/3 of a gram per litre as a flavour addition there. So I'm going for basically just a nicely well balanced smash beer that's just nice and easy. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I always check out the first sample because you get some. It's misleading. You get some clear water in there. So there's my second sample. I'll measure that one later. Now we are transferring into the cube. So this fills up, and then it got the dog running around and the kid. Dog hit the camera. Anyway, this is filling up, and now I will gently pour the last bit into the cube there, as Max harasses Jonah in the swing. I think they're having a good time. Now squeeze the air out and get one little dribble. There we go. So that is nice and full and sealed and airtight, and hopefully there's no air in there so that no bugs get in, because this is going up into the shed, and that is going to sit there for a couple of days actually, because the yeast needs to reculture. And where's Max? Out you come, dog. Alright, so I will see you in a couple of days. And in the meantime, I have been a busy boy because this is all my yeast resurrecting stuff. I've got a bottle here, got some sugar and some water, and pots and pans, and here is my 6-pack of beer that I've been drinking today. So I'm a very happy man. Plus I got a bit nervous, so I drank these other 3 as well, because I thought I wasn't quite getting you should leave it in the fridge for a couple of days. This is 100 milliliters of water per bottle and 10 grams of sugar per bottle, so 990 Anyway, you should leave the bottles in the fridge for a couple of days for the yeast to really settle, and I hadn't done that, so I was a bit worried, so I put in an extra few bottles of beer for some more yeast there. So I'm going to boil that lot for 15 minutes to make sure all the buggy wugs are killed, and while I'm doing that, I'll just swell up my bottles and pour them into the old, I'm sure you can guess what kind of container that is. I don't want to mention any brands that get sued or anything. So here we go. Water boiled sugar solution is done. That's going to go and cool off in the sink there. So cold water, very good. Using the old coolie down sinking method. And there we go. I've had that thermometer is not accurate, but it's really handy and it's good enough. So when I need precise measurements, I use my good one. But that is actually quite a handy little doodad there. So that is going into the bottle, and now I believe I give it a shake. There we go. And 3 or 4 times a day I shake this to clear up the yeast, and I think it went in there and it sat there for about 3 days, so I'll see you in about 3 days for the yeast to become all active for now, which is, I don't know what day it is, Wednesday, someday. It's exactly Wednesday, and I'm pouring, and Max is nearly knocking everything over, very precarious situation. This is the cube, it's at the right temperature. I had it in the brew fridge to get to the correct temperature of about 20. And that's going into the old fermenter there, and give it a stir to get lots of oxygen in. That's also why I use the strainer to get the oxygenization going. Now the heat belt goes on, although the weather's been bloody hot, so I don't think that's going to be needed. Temperature probe into the side there, insulated with a little piece of foam, and there's the yeast. And yeah, so that is active because it's been bubbling away. You can see how much foam forms on it when you give it a shake. So in she goes. And there we go, all good, all done. Bye bye yeast, bye bye everything, we're all done. Okay, cool. So that's it. This is going to be my Aussie Smash. It's 100% Schooner Malt, Glaxy hops, and Cooper's yeast. So we're all good. Thanks for watching the video. Smash is a great kind of thing to do if you're just starting an all grain. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. Bye.